Alright. Hey, how y'all doing? Name's Gabriel Delgado Soto, and this time I wanted to talk about how I see Native American history, um, American colonialism, European colonialism in general. So, okay, y'all come, y'all ride. Sure, the diseases did a lot of damage. There's that. But y'all come, y'all ride, y'all find us. Now, shamans in the old day were very good at bringing people to enlightenment. Like, they were kick ass. This was an art form for them. Every warrior in the tribe was actually an enlightened being. It's just that each and every one of them had their own focus. They were mostly just hunters, hunter gatherers and shit. They didn't really have much, you know? Then you got certain specific individuals who undergo a specific process. The rest of them don't undergo that process. Only specific individuals in the tribe will undergo a specific process to create a shaman. And that process takes a while. It's very painful, it's very torturous, it lasts decades. And, you know, by the time you're done, you're something else. You're smoke. You know, you have this ability to, when you meet a person, to be able to latch onto them and then bring what's in the unconscious to the surface. Like, literally, just, I can bring the unconscious to the surface. The things you don't know about yourself, I'll show them to you. That's my skill. So when I learned about these people, and I realized they'd been doing what I'd been doing, I had to learn more. Really started digging around a lot with them. And it turns out, for the most part, they had a message. We saw these people coming from wherever they were coming from. They were angry all the time. They didn't understand what they were saying. Even when we tried to learn the language, they didn't speak it correctly. But we tried our best to help them. At first. Obviously, if you look at it, it's like most of them are trying to help. Some of them are like, fuck these guys. And as time passes, a lot more go, fuck these guys, fuck these guys, fuck these guys. And then you've got two camps where it's like, continue to help them or fuck these guys. And there's a rich history in Native American history of that happening. Where you've got one side going, they came beat to shit because they held on to an image. They didn't understand what images were. Like, our warriors would have used images to fight or to fuck. But they actually believed in whatever they're using. So we didn't understand that at first. Because for us, that's not what it is. I mean, if you're an enlightened being, then you know what it is. And if you're not, well, you're probably going to be a little confused by what I'm saying. But if you're not an enlightened being, then you know what I'm saying. That's what it is. Well, do have your images, man. Y'all a bunch of Puritans, aren't you? Fucking vegans and all that shit. Can't even stand the thought of sex. I bet the thought of an orgy would freak half of you out. Holy shit, man. How far the mighty have fallen. Anyway. So, originally, this enlightenment experience that you call God or whatever, we didn't treat it so special. This was just our way of interacting with the world. That's it. That's all it was. Through our interactions, we learn about life, and we learn about death. We learn about life, and we learn about death. You guys obviously got scared of the death part. That's some scary shit. I get it. I understand. You didn't have a proper role model. It happens. So, y'all came in with your religions, all your politics, and all your paper. start writing all this shit. Now, lots of shit happened. Eventually, we just got tired. Came up to you and we were like, look, we'll give you a few things. You know, a few big ideas. We'll help you out. So you can form your government. I mean, if you look at the Constitution, you got a little help there. And my guess is, it is possible they would have went with 3. In which case, y'all really don't understand the other 2. But, at the very minimum, they would have given you the first rule. And that's the first one in your Constitution, the First Amendment. The freedom of speech. Want to know why freedom of speech is so important? I should be able to walk into this room, yell at everybody in the room, and nobody should want to hurt me. That's an enlightened being. They could come in, yell at you, and you don't want to hurt them. And they'll just run around in a circle. Maybe they'll run around and yell outside. And that's what happens to us enlightened beings. They'll run around in a circle, and then they'll run outside. What's going to happen with y'all when you meet a person like that who's all angry? You're going to get angry, and then you're going to react. And that whole shit is just going to escalate until there's conflict. So an enlightened being knows to drop it right off the bat. Freedom of speech. Say whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck. Call me a slut. A cocksucker. I don't give a fuck. That shit ain't bothering me, man. It's a word. It's like if I were to believe a piece of paper defined me or could hold me. You motherfuckers sure do love your contracts, though. Fucking NDAs out the mind and shit. Dude, man, they're paper. Anyway, so here you go. You got a piece of paper. You keep the fucking first one, and we're good. You start losing freedom of speech, though, man. I'm serious. That's when I know America's lost. You motherfucking racist bastards finally took over. You think I ain't been looking at history? I mean, shit. You guys started all that Nazi ideology. You took some teacher, benevolent, kind, loving teacher, wanted to help his students. Really gave a fuck. That motherfucker put his brain into it. His time, his effort, his love. To try and reach. I mean, he kind of learned what I did, in a way. But he didn't really. He was missing a few pieces. Like the emotional. As well as the automatic. But he had the thinking part right. That was cool. But he could get that far with science. And y'all turned it into an IQ test. Literally weaponized an idea against other people. Without even knowing what the fuck y'all were talking about. That's where y'all IQ tests keep failing to tell the whole story. But, belief? You see, when you believe numbers define you, then you skew them so they work for you. You get this inflated ego. The belief that you're really smarter than you think you are. And I fall in there too. On the other hand of the spectrum, others who cannot pass tests that were specifically made for you anyway, and not for them, they're going to believe those numbers. And in their psyche, a shadow will form that begins to make them think that they're inferior to you. The only way they'll be able to fight that is to think that they're superior to you. So you weaponized the IQ test without even knowing what it was. Or you knew what it was, and you weaponized it anyway. Then you came up with eugenics. DNA and they need to purify. Then you exported all that shit to Europe. And that's Nazism. That's why it's always weird. Einstein leaves there just as it's about to happen comes here. He looked probably a little pissed. And he figures he's gonna come inside and try to fix it from the inside. Probably might get some laughing. Comes here, tries to help you out. Not in weapons production. You know, he gives you ideas. And that's all he has to do. And don't you motherfucking know, but as soon as World War II is over, these motherfuckers Americans are recruiting all the Nazi scientists. And they were studying just these very subjects. Coordinating them into the CIA, the FBI. Next thing you know, you got Disney popping up with their white propaganda message. And all kinds of shit starts happening. And after that, history just kind of seems like it's playing in their court. Like, y'all bagged this. I mean, Martin Luther King stands up, the little song and dance makes people believe they're a little freer than they were before. And yeah, they get a little bit more freedom than they did before. Then you shoot him, because his job is over. Yeah. Maybe JFK was one of those guys who was finally waking up to the fact. These motherfuckers lost the Civil War. Yeah, I gotta do is shoot Abe Lincoln and then walk behind his back, make a couple of deals, and it's around. So, this belief that hope prevails eternally is mistaken. We're leaving in droves already. And soon, you'll get your comeuppance. You keep going down this road. So, freedom of speech, keep that one. That's going to help you out a lot. It's going to keep y'all safe. As long as y'all keep to that one. And y'all utilize it. Y'all really trying to fight for it. The First Amendment is your last defense. At the very end of that First Amendment, it says you have the right to redress all grievances. That means you can rewrite the entire fucking Constitution. As long as you keep the first. The second, you can rewrite that. The third, you can rewrite. The first, you keep. Okay. Smoke out.